ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I got it.
Much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Reset. 19. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. 57.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's got a man, complete. A big play there on the first play of the game, and even 70 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Let him know.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Stafford in the line to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Hey, fly low. Hey, ball. Hey, easy.
On second and 11 now. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Check. Check 99. Check 99. A little flare. Kill. Hey, switch gears. Monday.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, and it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Reset. 19. 50 seconds. Come on. Hey, 24. Watch the screen.
first down. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I got it. 54. 57.
Throwing again is Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch twitch. Check 31.
On second down now, Dobbins, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
250. Let's go, Hattie. Let's go, Hattie. Let me know what you got. What you got? 22. Give me some.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, Dobbins, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, 50. Max 50. Let's go, defense. Out on top. Hey, Zoo.
Throwing is Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Bailey's kick is good, and they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, it's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, our score, 9-3.
Let's put him on the punches. Let's put that team on the punch.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, let's go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Mark 22, Mark 25.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm here all day. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's it. 280. Mike 50, Mike 50. Bring it. Kill. White. Kill.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Set. Get a 20. Check me out. Check me out. Hey. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, motion. Big 20. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Stafford now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
No. Me. Mike's 22, Mike's 24.
Watson to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Like 22, he's coming.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
He's good. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Lions extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
He don't want it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Stay 50. Stay 50. Watch the ship. Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 37. Check 37. No. Off. Check nickel. Back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found. found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big dance. Go. Check 3. 11. You go tight. You got
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Alert. Safe.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that they need defensively. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, number 28.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Check.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Stafford is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Texans 46, Lions 3.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, now, come on, now. Bang, 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 bang. 50, 50. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Stafford looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Back to throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Watson. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 29, Stafford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check it out. Omaha, ready to move. Hey, watch this, watch this. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
20! I got one. Begin.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
6-6, bullet high. Time go. Zero. 11.
On 4th down, Stafford. Well, this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Check. Alert!
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
Okay, buddy, I see you.
Sam Martin to kick off for Detroit.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon'